welcome everyone. Welcome. Hello, I am Monster to Mermaid, and this is Minecraft with the Minecolonies mod. And we, in this story that I'm telling, and this is the last bit of time. I can't say it's the last day because for them, this holiday lasts like a whole week and a half, 10 days or something like that. So this is probably like the 8th day of it. And they're going to begin to go back to work at the end of our time today. And so let me change my view for a second. Let's see what time it is. It is 7:30 their time. And almost everyone, as you can see, is pretty much gone. That person in the in the diamond shoes obviously is a visitor because she's wearing diamond shoes, diamonds on the soles of her shoes. So we have a couple visitors walking around. These are visitors who have come during the festival, during the celebration of the Rite of Spring, which is the spring holiday, the rebirth holiday that the Druids and the people in my story of Minecraft celebrate at this time of the year when everyone celebrates Easter and the equinox and all sorts of things going on at this time. So this is where we are. So on Thursday, most everyone got off. We had some kids arrive, and they grew up, and so you start to go, well, wait a minute, this holiday, how long has it been? How long is this holiday? Yeah, but that's kind of what happens to them. It's almost like a jubilee year or something, where they have a long period of time off because they don't really have any holidays. They don't really get off. They don't have any weekends except when it rains. And so this is kind of it for them. So yeah, it lasts a fairly decent amount of time. And then their children grow differently from children on Earth. And so after they attend primary school, then they are enrolled in the university and they begin to decide what they want to do with their lives. Now, they were enrolled, but because this was the holiday, this is the celebration time, they actually got off. So they are also off from school and being able to spend time with family and new friends. Some of the kids who arrived or are being fostered, and they have to start new lives. And so, yeah, so that is the nature of everything right now. On Twitch this morning, some interesting things happened, and we're going to talk about them. It is raining. That's what that sound is. And so since it is raining, what I would like to do is go to sleep. If I have the word that everyone is asleep, and I do, all citizens are tucked into bed. So once you have that, you can go to sleep anytime, and they will have a full night's sleep. So we're going to go to sleep with the light on right now. In this Druid quarters, we're in the quarters for the University Druid Station, and I'm pretty sure that light's on. Yes, it is. And there are some books here. Yeah, so you could say that I spent the night reading, and then I dropped off to sleep. And there we are. So it is morning, and let's go see. People aren't going to quite wake up at the time that they would normally wake up, because a lot of them are on holiday. And there are some people who are waking up late and going to go have breakfast. Here's a couple people here headed off to Khalil's. So Khalil is going up to the main dining room upstairs. And we'll think about this. Do we want to do to the downstairs walkway what we did to the upstairs floor? And do we want to put in a beautiful, beautiful flooring downstairs? That would kind of be fun. So that is something we can look at and decide on. And there is Khalil finding out what everyone wants to eat here, and serving some food as well. And now he's going back down to the kitchen, and that person sitting there is Paloma. That's Paloma going downstairs. Who's she talking to?
Yes.
She's talking to Fabian, who is the librarian. And you saw that he was pretty much out of food, but he is eating something right now. And that is it. This person here. Oh, and I did forget these two. Let's get them quickly. They're not going to have as long a vacation, but maybe we can give them a little bit more time. Let's come here. Annabella and Zane did not have off, and so they are going to have off now, and we are going to have Zio come back, and let's see if we can find her easily, since everybody is unemployed at this time practically. Let's look. There's Harry. I think that's the right Harry, but I might have to look, actually. Let me come here for a minute. I might actually have to look on the list, Kenya, the list. Might have to look here and make sure I have the right Harry. There are two Harrys, and I definitely need to have the right one. Here we go. Let me see, Harry Jones. First of all, I have to find the two Harrys. Yes, Harry is the archer. So we'll bring him back, and then we'll see if we can find Ziomara, and we'll bring her back. And there we are. So the two of them are doing really well. The other two are newer, and so that's why their numbers aren't quite as high as Harry and Zio. Harry and Zio were raised here, and in Arnaaluk, and then they decided to be trainers, fitness trainers. This is a level 5. I'm going to take a moment, since I'm right here. We're going to fix these bunks for a second. We're going to get Paladin's beds. PAL. Nope, not that way. Let's do it this way. Let's say that the beds are going to be, let's say they're going to have brown. We're going to do spruce and brown for these beds. And then I need a piece of wall, a solid piece of wall to use. That looks like a piece of wall. It is. So when we do these beds, we have to start with the bottom one and put it here. But I think we have to start with the top one. Yeah, I think so. So there's the top one. There's the next one. And there is the bottom. So now you can see they're actually bunks in comparison to these. And so that's why we're using Paladin's beds, because that is really cool. I love that they do that. And so once again, we'll put in these two pieces here, and then we'll put in this bed, let me get this, and this bed right here, and there we are. And so we have a ladder for them to get up to this bed here, and this bed, they'll just have to get up. However, here's an interesting thing. See this right here? What can we do here? Let me see what I can do with this part right up here. I want to see if there's some way to give them a little bit more room. So see, that's leaking. So if we take that away, I'm almost positive there's nothing up above it. That is correct. And I can't reach that piece. I need to put a piece above there, and I can't put one there to keep that from dripping. Let's try and see if just putting this here. Let's not try and see if just putting this here. We'll put this on this side like this and have that be down. Since I'm changing that part. So see, I'm giving them more room up in here, and it is dripping, but we're going to put a panel right here and right here, and that should stop it. It is good. Okay, can we do the same over here, or are we going to have more problems than that? Oh, this is better. Okay, do we need this? Let's see what happens if we remove this piece here so that they can actually get into the bed. And I like this. And now we need this on top to keep it from leaking. And there we have it. Now that looks like a closet could go there, but it can't. This is actually the bed piece, but we don't need this bed piece now because of the way the room's set up. So see right here, we actually can put closet in here for them to use, or chests for them. Let me look at wardrobe for a minute and see what we can do here. Let's try doing this. Let's try having that there, and that's 2. See, that doesn't make any sense. So we can put that in. So there's a closet right there for them. And then right here at the foot of the bed, let's see what we can put there that we might like. What can I put there? I could put half a bookcase, but I don't think I have a half available. Let me see if I do. Nah, I don't have one. So we'll put a chest for now. Let's put a chest there for right now. And that is storage in that area. Okay. And then back here, we have these lockers that are here, and we have a chest on top there, and I think that's good. So Harry is back, and let me do something for a second here. Let's come to here and put these pieces back. And the chest I don't need. I'll show you why I have those flowers in a little bit. But yeah, and there we are. So that I absolutely love. So these are the bunk beds, and they can actually reach them. And I think if we take this one away and do the same here, I should have done that ahead of time. We can have that piece, and we can have this wall piece right on that part, and we're good to go. All right, not a second too soon, because I do believe that that's Harry going to bed. So let's look. Sure enough, there's Harry in bed, and there is Zio in bed. Excellent. Excellent. Now, this is level 5, and we didn't finish this part. Is this going to stay? Let's see. It did not. So let's put that back. That is the doorbell for the 24-hour. This is a 24-hour fitness center. And so at night, if they want assistance, for instance, if they want more than to accept, let's put fitness here and let's see what happens. Center and accept, and there we go. And we did need a power piece. Did we make that it? Yes. So, and it's saying, oh, I just unplugged it. That's what just happened. So I need a wrench, a WR, and there it is, the Mr. Crayfish wrench. And when I have it in my hand, I can see the power source, and we can attach that to it. And now this is attached, and I love it. Did you hear that? Oh, that's excellent. That's excellent. It's a doorbell. It is so cool. Okay, so now we can leave here and continue. Everyone's gone to bed, but while they're sleeping, let's talk about something that happened this morning on Twitch. I was looking over the city and thinking about the fact that we could have arranged a little bit differently for the people. And here's a perfect example of what I'm talking about, was what just happened. That we have four trainers, and the 4 trainers actually they actually can cover for each other during a holiday. And so during the holiday, Zio and the first half of the holiday, Zio and Harry were off, and then Zane and Annabella, I believe it is, were supposed to get off for the second half. So they didn't quite make the full second half, but they'll have enough time off. We'll give them some extra time. They won't come back when the others come back, which is later on today. Do we have an all citizens are tucked in? I think we might have that for today. Let me see if that is a second one. That is not a second one. Let me see if I have some people, maybe because of the, yes, that's exactly what the problem is. That our 2 kids, and let me see whose kids they are for a second, because we have to find them someplace to live. They actually are not being housed. Amanda and Leroy actually have space, I think, in their house for Zane to live with them during the holiday. And let's go down here and check And then what about Annabella? We'll find out in just a moment about Annabella, because unless we get them into bed, no one is going to get much sleep. It will be like everyone stayed up partying. And so we're going to come down here, and I believe that they are in these first two apartments. So let's see. This apartment here is Amanda and Leroy. Let's go upstairs and see if they have a guest bedroom. They do. And yeah, this is one of the ones that is completely done. One of the apartments that's completely fixed. And Mr. Villager, oi! So we're going to have their son, Zane, come here. And then, who's the other? Is Annabella. And we're going to look for Annabella's parents for a minute, foster parent. And let's come here for a second. And let's go down the list here. I am good. To the Bem. Evosi, how are you? And there's Annabella, Raquel, and Mauricio. Well, this is interesting because I do believe Raquel and Mauricio might actually be across the way, and they most certainly are. Oh, make that go away. I had that in my hand. Let's go upstairs and make sure that the guest room is ready. We still have time, so they still can go. That part is, this is what we're looking at. So we need a bed right here for their foster daughter, the daughter they fostered. So we'll look for beds for a second. Let's go down to these. And what's the color in here? That's actually acacia. Excellent. Bed. So let's come back down to the bottom, find the acacia fancy bed. There we are. You're doing good too. Getting ready to edit another millionaire skin. Nice. For an add-on texture maker, the one that you told me about a long time ago. Excellent. Excellent. Cool. I'm glad to hear that. And so let's quickly go downstairs and get Annabella here. It's missing only two to get the Inuit culture done. Oh, cool. I love it. I love it. I had wanted a big furry coat for when I was outside, when I was on land here. That would be fun. Interested to see the catalog? Absolutely, I am. Let's come here and let's get Annabella to bed quickly so that everyone can get some rest tonight. So we are headed back to the city. We should see Annabella coming this way, depending on which way she takes. She might take this way. Let's see if she's going to come this way. No. Let's see if she is going to use the other. I wonder if I would have ended up waking up the parents if I had called her direct. But we have, we have the this on, so we should see when she gets to bed. She didn't make it. It's too late. So everyone had like a weekend night, a party night, because no one got any sleep. But tomorrow night they will. And that will work out. Oh, there it is. All citizens are tucked in. Yay. Oh, good. They all got home super late, but they are tucked in. And this is Bailey right Bailey right here. Bailey is the peacekeeper who is on duty right now. And we could have Mira come back early. And I think I might actually do that. Let's have Mira come back and give Bailey some time off while the stores are still open. And but the stores are going to be open because the shopkeepers are in the stores now. The workshop people are getting time off right now. So we're going to go to Druids, and Bailey is now going to be on holiday. And there's Mira. This is Mira's station, and Mira is now back to her station. Now Bailey is going to be in the same situation where she doesn't have a place to stay, and she absolutely has to be in the spirit housing because she doesn't have any family here. She came in, she was rescued, and as an asylum seeker, and so yeah, June.
Great to see you.
June, go to. Thank you. Okay, no one's here, so we're gonna put Bailey in this house. So let me make sure, just for a second, that there are beds up here. Already on the group server? Okay, cool. So there are beds here, and Bailey can be here. It's gonna be a little lonely. I wonder, is the B apartment? Ah, that's the one we're working on. Hold on. So Mr. Villager is telling me that the catalog is on the group. Thank you. Obrigado. Thank you. On the group Discord. Here, let's come here and let's go to it for, oh. Oh, these are nice. These are very nice. Oh, I want one. I want one. That's wonderful. I actually want one of those. Remember when I wanted furs earlier, and you did it? You actually made some really beautiful ones. That is gorgeous. So if you feel like it, Mr. Villager, we can work on your apartment. But before we do, I want to show you and everyone what happened on Twitch this morning. So let's go this way. I beg your pardon. Let's go through. I want one. Let's go through here. And I'll talk to you about it, Mr. Villager, because I want a combination, please. And that would be really, really wonderful. So here's all the people walking around. Not all of them, but a good many of them. Some of them come and spend time in the park, in the town hall area. Some of them go down into the tavern. Haven't you noticed? Yes. And that would be so amazing. That definitely would. I would love that. And then some of them come down to spend time in the tavern, they either spend time in the bar area or they spend time in the lobby and talking to people and meeting people. We do have, let's come back here. And this is Sarai. Oh, wow, it's crowded. People visiting the Mystic Site. How cool. I love it. So, Sari, this is what Sari is supposed to do. Keep track of that. We're going to have Hannah take her place. Hannah is one of the other druids. So, we're going to have Hannah come. If I make one, it will get all wet when I swim. No. I would carry it in a special bag, one of the ones that the mermaids use to protect their belongings, and bring it to the shore and wear it when I'm on the shoreline. So I wouldn't even wear it down here, but that would be so cool to have that. So Sarai is going to go on holiday, and we're going to have Hannah come. I'm going to find Hannah right now. There she is. We're going to have Hannah come, and Hannah is going to take over for her. And let me see if the markings are still the same. They might not be. Let me set position. Set position, obtain the tool. And I need the tool in my hand, and let's set the position right there. Okay, so Hannah is going to come, and she is going to help. She's going to be here while we have all these different visitors visiting. And I'm going to try as much as possible.
What can I do for you?
See the ones that say that they can't find anything to eat. We'll try, and I just want to do this. Check for the things like food, them having food on them.
A problem?
That's keeping them from getting fed. A lot of times they just have bowls, and that's what's doing it. This is Lee. Lee, why do you still have, where did you get that from? That's curious. And there is Hannah now. Hi, Hannah. So she's ready to greet the people and to take care. She's the curator of the Mystic Site. Right now, she is the druid assigned to the Mystic Site. And then we'll come here. So, put it in a bubble. Exactly. Actually, you think you have already a good base for use as inspiration. You just hope it's good for me. I hope so. I like two of the ones that you made, and I would like them to be combined. So I want to talk to you about that after the stream.
Fantastic. What's next?
So see everybody having fun, being out, being all dressed up and wonderful, but I realized I could have done it just a little bit more efficiently, that I could have actually had half the dairy farmers working during the holiday, and then half the dairy farmers taking over so that they could have holiday. I could do that for practically everyone, and the only ones that I couldn't do that for is the composter. So this morning we decided we were going to add a composter, a second composter. So our first composter is Greta, of course, and Greta is in the farm country, and she has a beautiful office for her environmental work. She's an environmentalist, which means we'll have to have a second environmentalist, among other things. And let's come down to Greta for a second, who is right here. So this is our environmentalist. This is the shop where she works. You can see her computer and her workshop happening here. She's on holiday. So this is located near the pastures and the rest of the farms right here. So where could we put another one? So we decided to put another one at the far end of the farm district. This end back here, where we have way more, we have farms here. So down this hall where those green lights are at the end, we have dairy farms. And right here we have the 2 sugar farms right here. And right here we have 2 farmers, another farmer right here. This is the second farmer being added. And these 2 greenhouses are going to be brought up to their full spec so that there's a field upstairs. Saf, you made it! Hi! Hi! I hope you're feeling better. I hope you're feeling okay. Zaf was with me this morning on the Twitch stream. And, yeah. Hold on. And so, since we have the farms all down here, see, we have those areas, we have this. You're okay? Looks okay? Okay. Then we decided to put the new composter right here. So we have an Arcology level 5 composter. You have the title. Excellent. Excellent. Zaf was telling me about a book that he's reading, and the title of it he was going to get, and yay, I can't wait. I can't wait to... Now, the book is in Greek, but I should be able to find an English version of this book with the... I have the author's name, and I will have the title now. The author, I don't remember the last name, but I have it written down. The first name is Didier. And so yes, so we put in, now this doesn't have its roof yet. And so we'll check on that. Yes, the book is in French. The book is a French writer, but I should be able to find an English copy of it, since Zaf was able to find a Greek copy of it. And that would probably mean that there should be an English version as well. Now, we knew that when we put in this dairy farm that it was going to be close enough to the sugar farm that we could have this window connect. And as a matter of fact, it does. So, and there it is. There is the name. And so just a second, I'm going to write it down. Okay, the name is Itinéraire d'un salut ordinaire. Salut ordinaire. And thank you. Afkaristo, Saf. Thank you very much for the title. I'm looking forward to it. We put in this crossover this morning so that if the farmers, when they come back to work here, if they want to shortcut through, they can. And there's the whole name. So it's Didier Dianique. And yeah. And Ninkx. So yeah. So Zaf started reading it and he was excited about it and was sharing it. And so I had said that I wanted to know about it. And so this is really cool. So Afkaristo, Zaf. Thank you. Thank you. Another thing that we pointed out this morning, and I'm going to point it out again here, is that we have a new mod called Continuity. And Continuity is a mod that acts like Optifine. It has some of the things that Optifine had, which makes it possible for Simon's Chroma Hills to actually work the way it's supposed to, which it has not done since before 19. So even when we were doing 19, okay. Kala, even when we were doing 19, we did not have any of these features. And the features I'm talking about is the continuity features. So now you found also, as you continue to read it, how it is. Okay. So you notice that this is dirt. This is actually just dirt and dirt paths. And you've only read chapter 1. Okay. Do you still like it? Are you still fascinated by it? We'll find out. And the variances in the pathing is the thing that was missing from Chroma Hills. The variances in the dirt, there's variances in the sand, and even in the ice. And this morning, I noticed the packed ice looking like that, having those veins in it. And it was like, I forgot about all those details. I just wanted the floors not to have those horizontal lines in them, which they no longer do. And that was really the thing that it's too soon to say. Okay. That was the thing that I was really looking for. And what I mean by that is if I go into an area where there is a full wood floor, the floor is put in the end of the queue, 2 people ahead. No. No worries. I'm not in a hurry. No. That is completely whenever you can. So it starts with a police. So the story that Zaf is reading starts with a policeman retiring and remembering the past. And that is it. So you can see this floor here. Notice what's missing. What's missing is the lines for the blocks that are there. And that's not there. No, Zaf, it's okay. It's okay. And that is what we wanted. That's all I really wanted. All that other was bonus. And it was very fun to discover. It is 5 o'clock in the morning. That took us all day. Mr. Villager, Zaf is apologizing for interrupting you with telling me about the story. But it's fine. It's chat. We can all talk together, and I'm following both of what you're saying. No worries, okay? Yeah, it's okay, Zaf. It's all right. So, so there we were. So we put in a new a new actual composter, and that was really cool. But when we put in that composter, we started thinking about the fact that we hadn't used that space because I didn't put the composter in that space. But when I was out, I began to wonder if I should go ahead and put in another, and that's why I began to wonder if I should put in another warehouse. The reason being, now it's morning and everyone's going to eat. I'm going to follow them to make sure that they actually get breakfast. If I'm there, they will get breakfast. So what we noticed was I couldn't have the makers come back to work right away because there's only six of the actually there's only four, I think. Yeah, there's only 6 of the couriers working, and that's not enough to keep up with the number of makers that we have. It's barely enough to keep up with the number of restaurants that we have. So if it's not enough to do that, maybe we need another warehouse. And so we started thinking about where we should put another warehouse. And we went actually outside to look. And I'm going to do that now that those people are being fed. We'll go down to this and we'll come here. So it's like we're going to put in another warehouse right here. And we'll come up. So it's daytime. I just got wet, so my eyes are, but it's very bright today. So we were thinking the warehouse is, let's go to the main warehouse. And there is the tube for the future submarines, traveler. Those are going to be for passenger submarines. And that rail line there, and it's going to be really cool. The wave is going to go away when this is finished being built, which it's almost done. So we'll look at that. Right here is the warehouse. This is the warehouse. Right, that looks like a house. So this is the warehouse right here. It doesn't have its dome yet. And so this is the warehouse, and this is its location in town. So the warehouse is right here. So we have people all the way over here, and we have people all the way out to here. Right in this area here. So where do we put another warehouse? So when I was thinking about it, I went, wait, there's that area next to the cook, next to the new cook. We could actually put it there. So we are in the farm area right now, the farm country. I think we're going to have to come through here to get to that end of town. Let's come this way. And there is, I recognize that. So we're on the outskirts of the city. We're going to come around past these farms here, and we're going to get around these glaciers, and we're going to start to see the ruins in just a moment. Oh, well, we don't see the ruins yet, but there's no question that that is the rail. There are the ruins. So we're going to go past them to the new fishery. And the new fishery is over in this area here. So there's one of the apartment buildings there, and that is actually the one end of the Witch Hazel apartments. And this is the fishery right here. And you remember we added this hallway to connect the fishery to the sifting plant. And this hallway does a square, has a right angle right here. And this is where we put a new warehouse. So this building right here is a brand new warehouse, level 5 Arcology warehouse in this district. Now, because Arcology is not made to be built underwater, we have to, like we do with all our non-underwater buildings, we had to build it. This is a Cavern style cookery, alternative cookery, and we had to build it. This is an Arcology level 5 bakery, and we also had to build that. And now we have a level 5 Arcology. This is a warehouse. Now this warehouse is closed. It's not in use yet, and it's just waiting for when we have people who can run it, and how we're going to do it. It's not even we haven't even finished with the roof. I don't think it's leaking, but we haven't finished working on the roof. We've got a trader on the roof, as a matter of fact. So yeah, so when we were thinking about that, we thought that's really cool and great. And then we had this weird thought that, okay, I don't know what started it. Maybe I was checking on the other makers area. Remember, we have makers past the farm district. We have that whole new makers area. And I was thinking, I wasn't thinking actually. I don't think I actually was thinking about it. But when I was over there, I thought it was a shame. They always appear in the most unexpected places. I thought it was a shame that there wasn't a warehouse in that area because of how many makers there are over there. We practically have an entire duplication of makers. We have a third mechanic, a third stonemason, a second mine, a second ore smelter. We have a second blacksmith, yes. And so I'm really sorry. I didn't have the tea. And I think I actually didn't realize I still needed to continue having it. It's allergies. It's a reaction to allergies. And it's pollen. And so sorry about that. Sorry about the cough. So remember, we built this beautiful place over here, and we were all prepared. You know, this was fine, and we had these things, but we were wondering what would we do about that we had a corner right here that we hadn't done anything with. And so what we did was we put another warehouse right here. And the reason we did, I was a little concerned about doing it, but then Aerops was watching at the time, and Aerops said that he had 3 warehouses in one of his cities, but they were really far apart from each other. And it was like, well, then I'm going to do it. And so This warehouse is pretty close to being ready for workers. We had to move. If you might remember that we had a platform for a submarine platform sitting right next to this piece right here, this airlock, and we moved it. We didn't have to move the airlock this time. I think we moved this airlock 3 times in this area, but we didn't have to move it. We moved the submarine platform to here, which it means that right out this door, this is going to be a door when it's done, we're going to have a platform that comes right to this warehouse, and this is perfect. And because there's the mechanic right there, there's the glass shop, there is the concrete mixer. All these people are going to go get breakfast at Raquel's, and we have the warehouse. There's the stonemason, the blacksmith right here, and the ores. Actually, this is the stone smelter right here, and down this aisle is the ores smelter and the mine. And so we now have 3 warehouses, but only 2 of them are going to be put into business after the holiday, after the celebration. But yes, so that is what we worked on this morning on Twitch, was making a decision to have the warehouses and then putting in the warehouses in this area, because as you can see, they're actually directly connected to this walkway piece here, and we wanted to directly connect them to here. And let's see, just for them to sell their spices and whatever they have in their bags and have their stories about their travels and etc. The travelers, yes, they appear in the most unexpected places. He's talking about the trader. We heard the trader, and up above, and yeah, so when we go out and look at this building and how it fits into this area, we have this area here. Now, we probably won't have little scrubs, but we could have little scrubs still come to this little area here and drop off. But this section right here is going to be the big platform. And as soon as Alena finishes working on this level 2.5, this is a 2.5 of this building. As soon as that building's a level 5, she will come over and put in the brand new submarine platform that's going to be right here. And we might stretch it a little bit so that they can do that. Watch out that they don't break some antenna or anything up there. It's nice that they are writing them travels. It is. It's interesting, isn't it? That they are. So, where was that one? There are bears on this side. And she's working on this building right here. And so when she's done, then we'll get the water to go back down to its normal level. You notice we don't have any construction sheets anymore in this area. We just have regular ice and packed ice areas. And all of these are just regular ice. We were using blue ice as construction lids, but we didn't need them after a while. and now they're all removed from all these areas. So yes, so that's what we did this morning. We got prepared to have those warehouses join, and it's going to be interesting. We definitely have places for the other the other couriers who are going to work those warehouses, so that's not going to be a problem. We have plenty of submarine stops, and I wonder, I can't fix the one that's right here that got broken, unfortunately, but I think we're going to have enough places where we can put the submarine stops. We still have two in the warehouse itself, the big warehouse, not the warehouse, the Courier Logistics Center. We still have two places for couriers, and then I think we have 4 places around town. So that's 6 right there already. And when we begin to have these right here, I don't have one here. Let's go into this section. This is the Logistics Center, and right here we have one. That's courier, and that is a courier right there. Those are working ones. There's 2 at the fishery, and then there is this the one that's landlocked? Yes. And then there are going to be 2 at the other end somehow. We'll figure it out, but we will have plenty of space for the couriers to be stationed, and then they will work out of the warehouse. Now down here, where we're going to have that warehouse open, Elena is building new housing right there, but it's only 4 apartments. And so we might need some additional housing in this area that is reachable, that the people who are working in that warehouse or working wherever they're working can get to. And so I just realized just now that the ones who are working in the warehouse don't have to live near the warehouse. They have to live near these pieces right here. And so we only have one of these here so far, and we're probably going to have 2. And that is one of those things that we can see what we're going to do about. But right now, I don't think we need the housing to come out. If we do, then we will have the Enchanted Woods apartments actually have a second set of apartments in right here. But let's see what happens along the way. It's nighttime. And this is most interesting. It's been a while since I had actually been having some relief from my throat being strange, but I'm not having it today. That tea was actually making a difference. So I'll have to keep that in mind, that I still need the medicinal tea that I'm using to help with my throat. Now, granted, it's taken me a long time to get to the place that I'm at where I am having trouble with my throat, and so I expect an overnight, cure, but it's not quite that easy. And so some things still have to be worked on. And so, yeah, I'll have to keep that in mind. Now, we could put another courier in this area. We can use either, oh, yeah, we can use, there's plenty of room. And this extra doorway. Oh, now that would be interesting. Off of the mechanic. This extra doorway here would make it that the mechanic would have direct access to submarines, because that's one of the things that mechanics are working on underwater, is keeping the submarines working. And so this would be like another section of that. Let's go out for a minute. I'm not going to make it right away, but I do want to see what it would look like if we had it. Now we flattened out this area here just so that the submarines could land right here. This is going to be where the platform is. And see this iceberg right here? This is where the other door is. And we'll have this door be right here. And you can see the composter around the corner right there. And we're looking in the other window of the mechanic shop. And we're crossing over. Hello. Hi, Larry. How are you? It's Larry. Why should we run? Why should we run, Mr. Villager? Who's Larry? Dun, 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 dun. Who is Larry? We'll find out in a minute. So right here where this glacier is, we'll have another platform. So there'll be a double platform here for this warehouse. And there is this area here. And we could have one of the smaller scrubs be right here. I see. Larry, it's nice to see you. And so there we go. So I suppose he might be evil Larry. Really? And what does that mean? You two know each other. Mr. Villager knows you, Larry. Let's come right here. I am going to put in the piece now, and that way I can count how many couriers I'm going to have in this area. So let me get this. I have some things on me that need to go to the warehouse. I'll put them away. And we'll come here. Let's bring this up. And let's look right here. We're going to Aquatica. He definitely doesn't know. He doesn't know you, but you know him. Ah, okay. Let's switch to Aquatica. Aquatica. You haven't told me anything, Mr. Villager, so I don't know. I recognize that you are a little concerned, but yeah, so it's fine for now. And here we go. So we're in Aquatica, and we're going to Aquatica's warehouse. We're going to storage, and we need this courier. Level 5. so that we can see it. That's this career right here that we have right here, and we can see it right here. So this is going to be a problem. See how big this is putting this? It makes it look like it's going to take this part away. It needs to sit here, right in this position right here. The hut block for the mechanic is here, so we don't have to worry. This is Arcology, and so we'll just have this be here. What's happening here? Larry, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? And this is supposed to be, we're going to have them build. There's something about this that doesn't look right, but let me make sure. Let me go outside and make sure this is the right one. And we'll come up. And let's go right to here, and there it is. And sure enough, see, they'd be parked right next to each other. Are they crisscrossing? They actually are. They're borrowing each other's line there, but they're not touching the ship. So the ships are going to be parked super close to each other. And I think that'll be good. I think we're going to be okay with that. So now all I have to do is make sure that when I put this in, to see if it's going to take away the wall right there. And we'll just have to be ready for it and be able to repair it really quickly. And we'll do that. So yeah. So we were looking at the level 5. But we are just putting in a level 1, and we're putting the level 1 in because it's easier for me. So the level 1 constructed, and there it is. And then let's X and let's see. Okay, yay! So this stayed in place, which is good. And then we just got the new area right there, and I'm good with that. I don't know what I want to do here. I'll have to see later what I want to do. I think right now I think I'm going to have this come to there like that. I know we had this section here, but I think with this new area and what's happening here, I think we're just going to take away the extra glass in that area. And we could over here have that lower piece. It depends on what's going on. And we'll see. Hold on. And here we are. All right. So let's look here. And so we have two Larrys, Larry brother, Evil Larry, and Larry. Is that it? And what are you talking about? Where is he? Who are you talking about? What are you talking about? Okay. Zaf is amused, then I'm fine. It's fine. All right. So let me come
I'll
here.
take care of it.
No, you can't take care of it. You have to go eat. And 17, which is 547. You didn't have anything? Let's come back here. For some reason, they're
So
not
what will it be for you?
getting something. So they changed.
So what will it be for you?
Yeah, they changed something. And what's happening is the people who are here don't want what she's serving. And what she's serving, we have a fairly decent variety, but it isn't everything. And that's what's going on with that. And so let me look for a second and see. So we have some of all three foods. We have breakfast foods and we have lunch and dinners. And call the third Larry? Really? Larry, and Larry? Okay. All right. And so we have, yeah, we're looking at that. That's good. So that's the reason why there's a little bit of a thing. They changed it. And I think they changed it so that if you had one restaurant, you could serve all the foods. But that's not how restaurants work. When you have a restaurant, I don't think that, usually that's not how restaurants work. Usually restaurants specialize, and the specialties make the restaurants fun. Make it that the restaurants are fun. And if you can't have a variety without homogenizing, uh-oh, I've got someone jumping. Tell me where you are. I've got a jumper. Wow, that is a bad one, but I can't find. Oh, I know where they are. Actually do know where they are. And we'll come here and we'll come through here because I think it's in this area. Yep, it definitely is. Let's see if we can find it. You got a jumper. Nope. And sure enough, I'm going away. And I don't have anyone at this. Yep. Okay, so I can't find the person who's glitching. So I'm going to have to get out and get back in. And that's what we'll do. You inspired those 5 personalities from an animation. Okay. Hold on a second. Let's look. And we'll just come here for a second. Let's come to here. Okay. Okay, thank you. Thank you. I'm warned. I am forewarned. All right. So, let's continue for just a minute. There's a Lindy. There's skin in the game. That is actually Lindy. Let me see if I can get close enough to get a picture for Jelly Bean. Let me try and walk backwards for a minute to where Lindy is. Hi, Lindy. And let's see if I can turn around. And there we are together. And that is Lindy. So that's Skin in the Game. That's a person who is a patron of Minecolonies on Patreon. And at a certain level, you can have your avatar appear in everyone's game. And that is one of the patrons of Minecolonies as an avatar. And they're always fun. You can even have them in your city. Like, you can hire them the way you would hire any visitor, and they'll join your city. And you'll be able to keep their head, if I'm not mistaken. So that is something that can happen. Let's see. There are groups of people in chat. Larry is calling different people. And yes, I did see. So let me see for a second. Let me look at something. Yeah. That's all I looked. Let's see. Hold on. And I saw what you were saying. It doesn't matter, actually, Mr. Villager. Everything is okay. So you don't have to worry. There's not that much that can be done. So you don't have to worry about it. All right. And there isn't anything they can do to you in chat. So, okay. So, Mr. Villager, don't worry about it. And we'll continue. Okay. All right, let's look. And I don't know who you are, Larry, but don't threaten, okay? Don't threaten. So you're here, you can talk, and that's fine. You can bring as many people as you like, so long as you behave. So Zaf is enjoying this. Mr. Villager, just relax. Just relax. So, all right. So, speaking of which, Mr. Villager, if you want to have something to concentrate on, we can come over to the house that we were working on, and we can start working on it. I just love it when Zaf is having a wonderful time. It's so hard. So that's really fun. That's fun. And here we go. Okay. So you might notice that, Mr. Villager, you might notice that I started putting up the copper pieces. Because of the way we built this piece, the copper pieces are actually just a little tiny bit off. And that's one of the things that might change the way the kitchen looks, but just a tiny bit. And I want to try and hold on as much as possible to the way you have the kitchen looking in here, and we'll do that. So let me get back to the picture of the kitchen that we have, and let's come up here and let's come to here, and here we go. And so I'm now beginning to work on the kitchen part, and this is the thing that's probably going to be different, this part right here, where you have a table and chairs sitting right here. That table and chairs is going to end up sitting more in front of this area here, and it's because we can't put anything next to this right there. So I beg your pardon? Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Let me do something here. Remove that one and remove that. Larry, you're going to stay here. You're not going to talk like that. And if you do that, then I'm going to leave, and there isn't going to be a stream. So you can decide what you're going to do. So I'm not fooling. Okay? And I'm not intimidated. So just keep that in mind. You can be here and you can be in the stream. You can't threaten and you can't do anything. You can't threaten, and that's just all there is to it. All right. If you have a presence on some other site, then you need to protect your presence. All right? And so just leave. Okay. So, all right. So, let's come back to here. And let's come over. Because if I have to, I will get good. Okay. So let's look and let's begin working on this part right here. Mr. Villager, stop. Don't let them continue. Okay, so you're helping me, Mr. Villager, and I'm going to put down, you have a table and chair that you wanted to be right here, and we can put actually a table and chair here. I'd like to make it just a little tiny bit smaller than what you have. So you have it being a 2-table set. Let me see what happens if we do, it's dark oak. It's a dark oak. Who is that? Did you hear that beautiful evil laugh? That was gorgeous. That was excellent. It's okay. It's actually fine. There's nothing, it's fine. Oh my gosh, that was a perfect evil laugh. Okay, yeah, who was that? Okay, let's look here for a second and look for tables. Dark oak tables. I'm going to look for dark oak tables. Dark oak tables. And let's come here. We have a couple. We could use this one, or we could use one with the tablecloth. Mr. Villager, do you want one with the tablecloth? Because we could do that. So let me see if you do. And we'll We could either do this tablecloth or a white tablecloth. So we could do a matching tablecloth on the table. So we'll show the different tables that we can have here. So we could have a table like this. And this is the reason why I think we should only have one table here. Because we can put the kitchen into this part, into the window area, and that'll be good. You like the cloth one? Okay. And do you want it to be white? So that's what that one would look like. Let's put this one here. So that's the white tablecloth right there, like that. What do you think of that? And then we can put the chairs on both sides of this. How many people live here so far? Nobody. So this will be couple housing. This usually is because of the way the upstairs looks here, where we're going to separate the bedroom from this larger area right here. And this will be okay. So the white one is most fits as a tablecloth, a traditional tablecloth. I agree. So we'll do the white one. And now we just need some chairs that you like. So this is dark oak here. So let's look at dark oak chairs. We have four different styles of dark oak chairs. Bye, Larry. Nice to meet you. Take care. And we'll come here. Let's see. Dark oak chairs. And there we have this. And so if you want them to be the same material, we could use this dark oak. We can use the upholstered dark oak here. And let me get a chair. Let me get those. Let's go to chairs for a minute, because there are ebony chairs that are even darker, and they really look nice with the dark oak. And we'll find one of them. There's a black stone chair and a netherite. I think not. These are black stone and basalt. Look at this. This is a netherite dining chair. Look at what we've got. Look at that. That's pretty wild, isn't it? It's actually a really cool chair. We can either have these chairs or a chair that looks like that, or we can have this chair right here. We can have this chair or this chair as the dining room chairs in here. And Mr. Villager, which one do you like the best of these two? It's a good chair. Which one? Do you mean the netherite chair? Did you like the netherite chair? That's this one right there. So those are the three chairs. And let me know which one you like the best. You're not gone? That's okay. Welcome back. And so you can let me know about that. What time is it? We're an hour and a half in. So this is about the time I'm going to begin to bring back the people. Bring back most of the people. We'll start in a little bit. The left one. The left of the screen. The more cubic. That one. This one right here. That will be very nice. So we'll do that chair. I really like that chair. This chair belongs to Mr. Crayfish's furniture mod, and it's a fun chair, and I love those. I like to use those a lot, and that looks great. Let me look at the kitchen parts now and see. So there is your dining. And now we're going to get to the stove, the oven, and the sink pieces. And you have an island, a kitchen island. And do I have space for a kitchen island? If I put a kitchen island in, it would almost have to be like right here. We'd have to put the island right here in this section so that they could still get out, but they can walk around this. I'm not sure they can get through. So let me see what we can do with the island. If we put it, unless we put it, ooh, oh, that would be interesting. Now you wanted to leave the space, so let me see what kind we can have here. Let's look here and see cabinets first of all. Because you have cabinets up there and they look like they're like a lighter oak cabinet that you have. So I'm going to see if we can put that lighter oak cabinet up. We could do stripped oak like this. And that gives you the dark front and the light. Ooh, this would actually work. These cabinets here would actually work. So I'm going to start with this. And then let's come down to drawers for a minute, R-A-W-E-R, and find the matching drawers for those cabinets, which is stripped. Doesn't look right. There we go. We're in this section. And these are stripped oak kitchen counters right here. So they have the, yes, the chiseled shelves. Okay. They have actually the, cutting board wood for the see how they look like that. I actually like that. That looks good. This is the problem though, these pipes that you have here coming down, I don't have any room for them. If they're here, there isn't any place for people to get by. Do you need to have this part be here, these pipes? Let me know. And we'll see. But the cabinets are going to go like this. So we can put a cabinet, there's cabinets there. And then the other set of cabinets are right here. And I am going to have to push this window out just to be able to put the cabinets and the kitchen in that part. Let's do a portion of the kitchen here, and let's put the sink. We can have the sink be here, or we can have the sink be a part of that piece right there. But this is what's happening with this part right here. I kind of need to be able to move through. You didn't think it You can't push the theater. I can't move the elevator at all. But what I can do is push this out. And let's go, actually, let's not. Let me put these pieces away here and I'll show you for a second. We can push out this piece by me going through it. Let's take this with me and let's open up this, and then let us put the glass back in for a second so we're not flooding. So see how we have this outline here? We can outline the other side as well. And so we'll do that. So let's come to here and we'll put this part right here like this. And then we'll bring this whole part over to fill this window section right here. So we'll be able to open this window section up on both sides of this. So we'll put this right here and this right here. So we're now going to move the glass. Whoops. Do I want that to be black in that corner? Where is that? I can't change the hall. So we'll put a piece here, here, and here. So right here, we'll have this. I guess we could do this part down here. Let's see for a minute. And here we go. So let me wait. I need one of these right there. There we are. So then we can just add this. Whoops, wrong way. And bring this whole section over right here. Oh, I'm so glad. I am so glad. You just made Zaf have such a fun time. I am so happy. So thank you very much, Larry. It's just perfect. Perfect. And we'll come here. And now we can just bring the glass out to here. And depending on how you want to do this, Mr. Villager, we can either, because see where the cabinetry is right here? So we could actually put the wall right behind it, right here like this. So there's wall there and wall in this spot. So right here we'd have wall, and here we would have wall, and then this would be the windows right in this spot right here. So we're bringing that out a good ways. Now back here, I don't know what we're going to do with that just yet, but we'll find out in a minute because I'm going to go back inside. So we can stand right here and go to here and take that, and that should be in the right place. And then we can begin to remove the glass in this area, this glass, because this is now the extra glass in this section here. Oh, I think I'm going to have that be gray anyway in this part right here. So we'll take out this glass and put it here. And and here we are. And I do want that separation in that part. I like that there's that separation right there. So we have an island here and something going on right here. So they can come around the elevator. And there we go. Okay. Do we have leaking? Did I say leaking? Yes, you did. All right, so we're gonna put cabinets in this part, and that leaking won't be there. So let's get the cabinetry back down. Let's put these away for now. And let's put this away. Let's put this here, this, and see how much cabinets we want to put in this section right here. So do I need that? I don't think so. So let's bring the cabinets over from here like this. 2 and 3 right there. That shouldn't leak with those there, and it isn't good. Okay, and then here we need, where are they? I need some flats, and I don't have any down, so let me get some. And we'll do this. We know we can see viewers. Yeah. Yeah, we can. And so, yeah, so let's keep this part from leaking right here. 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. And now we're going to have to put light, of course, in this area. And I like having this area be open. This part of the walkway here is actually quiet, so it's not going to matter that there aren't any curtains, or we can put curtains here and that'll be fine, and we'll see how we want to do that. So
I won't work during this terrible rain.
no, it's raining. Hold on. Let's look for a second. I might have to check on the people, because remember, everyone's going to come back to work. So I might have to start getting ready. Let's just have this be a counter here, and let's have the stove here and the sink here, and have that be there like that. And I think I might like that very nicely right in this spot right here, and that looks good. Yes, and we're good with this particular section. Now let's go. Let's see. I'm not sure I'm going to like the elevator being interrupted right there. If I put one in, maybe right here I can put it in, that I won't mind it here as much. The elevator being interrupted right in this spot. We can have an extra right here. When we look here, we can see that, but I think that's going to be okay. Yeah, I don't like it. I'm sorry about the elevator. I'm sorry about the elevator not being able to be moved. I don't think I can have the island on that side because of the elevator. Tell me if you like this so far, if you like the way the kitchen looks, and if you want a different kind of cabinetry, we can make a different kind for you in here. I can show you one other kind of cabinetry just to give you a choice, Mr. Villager. And let's put these away for a second. Let's bring this down and let's look and see what we can do here. So let's look at the cabinets again. So in the oak area, we're doing the stripped, and then there's this oak cabinet. Let me look and see this other oak cabinet here. This oak cabinet, that's the oak wall cabinet, and let's see the oak drawers to go with it for a second. You want me to choose one? No, I want you to be satisfied. Drawers, A-W-E-R, just kidding. You would love some 1x1 around the walls, actually. You were going to ask for it yesterday. 1x1, hold on a second. I'll figure out what that is. And this is this one. All right. So we could do these right here like this, or we could do these like that. And if we did those, we would have those as the kitchen counters. So which one do you like? I actually like both of them. I like both of those. Or there's another choice that we have. Cabinet. Hold on. There's one more choice that's actually really kind of cool. And let's see if we can find it. And let's see which one you like. And that is... or maybe I'm wrong. There it is with the stripped oak front. Let me see if this is an andesite front on this. Right here. Yeah. A cabinet. Let me see your cabinets for a second and see. Yeah. You have more the wood fronts. But this would be, hello James. This part here, this is a different kind of cabinetry that we can have, and it's still wood, if you like that. But I think you actually wanted wood, and I'm gonna look just one more time and see what we can find. Yay. Hi, James. Let's see if I can find something. This is a basic light wood desk. Let me see if we can get basic light wood cabinets. B-A-S-I. That's not right. B-A-S-I-C-L-I-G-H-T-O-D. But we don't have kitchen cabinetry to go with it. Your greatest enemy, James? Yeah. Ah, I see. Actually, James, Larry has been behaving himself. So all the Larrys have, right at this particular moment in time. And let's come here and do cabinets again. Just for a minute. I'm looking at some other woods for a second. See if I can see something in Paladin that would be fun. Nope, we just ran out of wood. And those are the ends right there. You last, Mr. Villager? Okay. I don't see anything. This is what always happens. So this is why I start with the cabinets, because when you do this, it's actually kind of hard to find ones that are going to look a certain way, look the way you want them to look. So that's fur right there. But the counters would look like that, and I'm not gonna like them. Jelly Bean! Hello, Jelly! Hi! How are you? Welcome, welcome. Mr. Villager is having some sort of theater going on, and Zaf is loving it. So, yeah. So we'll look. I'm going to go to the couriers. I put some shelving in there, and I think I'm going to like that to show you. That's a good question. Zaf is good. Zaf actually laughed, Jelly. Zaf laughed. It was wonderful. That was great. And let's come up here and look at the cabinets that we used in here, because I think they're actually there. Why can't I find these? That's so weird. Light wood. Let's get that one. Let's get that. These are the ones that I want. So yeah. So this looks much more like what you had in mind, Mr. Villager. So I'm going to show these to you and see if you like them best. We're over here where the drop cloth is, and we're going to put them right here. And this section right here, like that. The sink is actually going to be right here. Let's put this cabinets up right here. And when I have Mr. Villager's attention, we'll see if he likes this set that I'm putting in right here. Let's put a stove in. I might have an actual stove piece. He likes to have a range, a hood range on this, hood? A range hood, yes, on the stove. So why don't we do that? That's interesting. How did you, oh, it does look like a dish with a spoon. Yeah, it actually does, doesn't it? It can look like that. Let's come here and let's get, what did I say was, oh, the stove. Yeah, so let's get an oven. And I think we can use, I think we're going to use this one. Let's go for a fridge. we're definitely going to use Paladin's white, and a range hood, a hood, and we'll use the white ones of these hoods. And we'll put this right here, and there we go. So there's the hood, and that should make it not leak. Hold on. Do you see the map? There's someone stuck again. Wow. I'm gonna have to do something about that. Someone's stuck. Let's put the refrigerator on this wall right here, and we can have like a little something right here where it is. So the fridge can be right here like this. That means it opens that way, and next to it we'll just have this spread right here. I'd like to put an island. There's where I could put it. See, I can put it something right there. I'm gonna put like a table or something right in that part right there, and we'll look at that. Talking about hydrating. Yeah. Good. What time is it? Thank you. Thank you for the reminder, Mr. Villager. I like that. The pressure plate as the plate and the lever as the knife. And so, yeah, we'll make sure that those things are there. And yes, the range hood is making sure that that doesn't leak, and that's fine. And this one, I think, ooh, I had something in my hand. This one doesn't come on by itself, or it is on. Whose one is this? Hold on. This is Paladin's. Let me look at the other one for a minute. Hood. And yeah, no, those are the ones. So we'll do that. You're gonna jump out for a bit? Okay. All right. It's good. So I have these sections, and then I need some lights in these areas, and we can do, actually, I think I'm going to want to do light in the floor. Glow. Put that there, touch. Let's put this in right here. And the kitchen is lit. And the kitchen's lit up in that part. And then we actually can put, see right there, we can put a counter or a table. But we need something that is just a counter. And so let's look, this is light wood. So there's all the light wood pieces. And we could have, we might be able to have this. If we can't have that, then we'll have a table, like this table sit here. Let me see what this looks like for a minute. Yeah, see, that's the problem with this, that it wants to be facing a specific way. Although, if it's facing this way, oh, then it doesn't work as well. So yeah, we do want a table. So we're going to put a table here, and that way we can have a stool sit at that particular point right there, and that'll be good. Let's get a stool to match the kitchen. Mr. Villager, are you still here? Because if you're not, I'm going to go into town and get the people to come back to work. Stool. We can have a fun stool here. Oh, but there's the light wood simple. There's the match, actually. And why don't we put the stool? So we would have to put the stool on this side, right here like that. Or we'd have to set the stool right here, away from it, because of this. This was the reason we had this here in the first place. We can't have anything here. So I think we're not going to be able to have that part. Do I have a Mr. Villager? I do not. All right. Since I don't have Mr. Villager, we're going to go into town. Oh. Here, the entire...
Another
but
day
you
of
can
work
do it
finished.
if you can. We should get the colony returning property back once again. Okay. Why don't we do that? And then we'll continue. Do you like it so far? Does it look okay to you? Do you like it, or is it too dark? I mean, is it too light? I can make it a darker kitchen if you want. But do you like? We have the range hood over your stove right there. And we have your sink right here. These sinks actually work, by the way. If I'm not mistaken. Yeah, they do. They actually fill up with water. And you can have them like that. I'm going to take it out for a second. But yeah, if you don't like the wood, if you want it to be darker or something, we can make it darker. I can make it darker. And then the fridge is back here. And over top of the fridge, if we want, we can put one of those little ones. Actually, it looks good. It could be darker, but it's looking pretty good. Okay, if you want it to be darker, I'll look at that again. I'll look at it being darker again. And we can do that. But right now, let us just close the door for right now. See, there's somebody stuck. And I'm going to ignore it. Now, it fixes itself. It just takes a long time for it to fix itself. And what I think I will do, we're in the farm country. This is the farm road. I think what I will do that's leading to the other farms back here is I'm going to start with the farmers right off the bat. Now, as we do this, the couriers, we don't have enough couriers on, and that's the thing. But we're just going to have 2 of the farmers come back to work. We're going to have, look at the names. This is Miguel, who is here, if I'm not mistaken. And then around the corner is Dex, right here. So let's come here and look. And sure enough, there's Dex. And wow, Miguel, you're so happy to be back to work? Good gracious. You're here like that. So Dex is going to be here. And he'll come back in just a minute. And there he is. And so our farmers are returning.
It's a fine afternoon.
Work. Yes, I'm glad you think so. And then with the farms, why don't we have one of each for right now until I get the couriers back. So Lena is here. Lena's one of the builders. Do I want to put the builders back? I'm going to put them back last. We'll put the farmers back right now. This is Elsa, right here, Elsa's farm. And right over here, this is Zane. Now we have 2 Zanes, and I might have to look up and see that I have the correct Zane. So let's come here. Zane Atherton That looks like it's him. He's 55 blocks away. Let's look for the other Zane. For a moment. We should have two. And it'll just take... The fact that I can't find the other one probably means that he's the correct one. Because that means the other Zane lives really far away. And that's why it's not showing that Zane to me. And there it is. And sure enough, look at the stamina and the athletics. And that he's 204 blocks from here, I believe means that he's not the one. Look at the mana. That doesn't match. The focus. I'm not sure. Okay, hold on for a sec. We'll have to get out the books. We'll have to get out the page for a second and just get this one jelly. They like their cows. Ah, so they've been worried. Yeah, they've been worried about them. Probably so. And that's one of the things. So the next time I won't have all the cowhands leave at the same time. The dairy farmers leave at the same time. Let me come over here for a second, and there it is. And let's look. And if we're looking for Zanes. And let's see. Zane Atherton is a farmer. And this is Zane Atherton, so we've got the right one. I was pretty sure that we did, but I just wanted to make sure. And so there is our farmer right here. So Elsa and Zane run this farm. The sugar farms right here. This is Nova. Remember, Nova used to be a druid, but she always wanted to grow things. And so Nova was given the opportunity to do a farm, and she loves it. Look at this. Look at these numbers. That's how much she loves it. And then her son, actually, and it is her son is running the other sugar farm, and he is Bentley. Not Brentley, Bentley, and he is, no wait, is it Brentley? 13 blocks from here? I think it is Brentley. I think Bentley is the farmer. Yeah, 103 blocks away. So it is Brentley who is Nova's child. And there's one of the two couriers now coming to deliver. What's the matter? Wait, what'd you say? What was that? Hold on. No, that one's... What are you saying?
If you say so.
Abdullah! Ah, okay. I'll have to check on the baker. The baker has too much stuff, and it's messing everybody up. Hello, Arabella. We'll get you to come back in a little bit. And there is Nova right now going to work. And notice the couriers are coming now that these people are working. There is Brentley. And that is this end, all hired back. Let's come to here. And let's see, they are chomping at the bit to get back to work. They really are. This is Isabella. No, it's not Isabella. Is it Isabella? That name doesn't sound right. It is Isabella. It's just spelled Isa. It's Isabella. And Isabella is running the chicken farm, and Matthew is that a rabbit? How did you get out? Hold on. What made it possible for you to get up? That is strange. Okay, let's do something right quick. Hold on. I need a lead. They shouldn't be able to get up here. And the fact that they can might mean that I need to put in an elevator. But let's have this one come over. Come on. Let's see if I can move it into position so it will come down into the hole with me. Let's try that again. Oh, oh, yep. Okay, well, at least you're down. I'm sorry you got hurt. I didn't mean that for that to happen. Okay, that is interesting. I don't know how they got out. But they're back, and we'll just leave it. Why don't we get Jenna to watch them? Jenna is the rabbit farmer, and we're going to have her be right here. I don't think she is paused, but let's make sure. No, we don't need her to be paused. We actually need her to get rabbits for the druids. Druids need rabbits' feet, and because they have to have rabbits' feet, they also use all the rest of the rabbits, so it doesn't go to waste. This is Quentin, and Quentin is growing wheat. He's growing wheat for the animals, and he has 3 fields, except the top field looks like mint. I think that's mint, yeah. So he's also growing mint tea, and he's growing Minecraft wheat for the animals. They still need wheat. So this is Quentin right here, and we'll bring him back, and there he is. See their numbers? Those numbers indicate that they love what they do, and that's why we like to have it like this. Is this a level 5? It is. Let's do this for a second. We're going to bring these up so that I am aware that that's a level 5. This is a level 3 here, and we do not have the extra one because we have an apartment building right there, so we don't have the extra greenhouse. We actually don't need it here since he is growing wheat. Let me come here for a second. Let's do this, and let's put this way and this, and now let's head through. The shepherds are here. This shepherd is Fatima, and let's come and find her. There she is, and she's the one who is taking care of the sheep. Let me see, are there sheep in here, or is she taking... Let me see if there are sheep in this section right here. Yes, yes. So she is taking care of the sheep in this section. And then Philip, our other dairy farmer, is doing the books. So we have 2 farmers. One of them is actually doing the work, and the other one is actually running the business of it. And this is Philip, who's supposed to be here. And there he is, and he is back to work. Right here, we're doing farmers first. Right here is Rayange and Lena. And let me see something. Let me see where Rayange lives. Rayange is the problem. He has a family, and so he needs to live closer to where his family is. He's 69 from this one. And how far away is he from this one? Let's see. And from here, and we'll just check for a second. And from here, he's 77. So he has to be in the first one, right here. And we'll bring him here. Ranch, where'd you go? Oops, did I pass him? I see Lena's sitting there. Let's get Ranch back. I know he's far away, and that's why he's not coming up easily. But he wants to be with his family, and so that's why he is taking the long commute. Right here, Lena is here. We might rearrange, but Lena's also, this particular dairy farm is kind of far away from housing. Even if they were across here in the Willows, this still gives them pretty far away. For instance, if I come over here for a moment, I want to see how close they are for a second. Lena would be 55, and where she currently is 51, and Rayanch would be 70. See? So these apartments don't actually help the dairy farmers. Those two specific farms have that situation going on. I'm gonna let Mauricio, the doctor, come back a little bit later. I think he is on holiday. Let me just check for a minute. It looks like he is. He's not here. Oh, but he's not on holiday. Let's have Mauricio go on holiday. He was working when Laura and Mildred were off, and we had an epidemic, and including Laura was sick. The doctor was sick, and so the Mildred and Mauricio came back and tended to the people until Laura was well, and then Laura came back. So that's all the farmers from that section. Now we need Greta, and we'll get Greta here. Do I have more than one? I see a second. I'm hoping that's the same one. Let's have Greta come here and return to work. There she is. And Bentley is next door. This is the farm. This is one of the farm houses. We have young farmers living here all together in this farm house. It's kind of like an apartment, a dorm for the farmers. We do have one. And this is for Bentley. Bentley is actually the first farmer, and he is right here. Let's come over to this. Is one of our first fishers here, and we had more than enough fishers to have them take shifts, and so next time we'll do a little bit more of that. It can't spread. The other doctor isolated it while curing everyone. Yes, he did. He did a good job, didn't he, Mauricio? And you never know how different villages, hemological systems can be for a citizen. Yeah, that's true. This is Everly right here. Everly is loving fishing, being the owner of a fishery. Fishing, fishy. Okay, I have to stop. All right. Yes. So Everly's here. And yeah, we'll get her. I'm not gonna have Elena come back or Danny. Danny was using this one. We'll have the builders come back last because they ask for more stuff. And Nola is here. Nola's one of our farmers. She's actually working, helping both Bentley and Daniela with their fields. And so Nola, welcome back to work. And right over here, we have our last farm, and this farm is Daniela's, and she is getting help from Nola to run this full level 5 farm. So she has 5 fields here, and Daniela is you think Fisher is better? Yeah. And let's come here, and this is Daniela. Right here we have 2, but the other Daniela is living farther away, and she has, I think, a double N in her name, and so she's not going to show up on this list so easily. Let me read. And if it spreads, then we need to take a second look at Mauricio's credentials. No, he was good. He was really good. It's all gone. All the people are well. He did that really quickly. He got everybody back on their feet, and it was really quite wonderful what he did. Let's have the first set of makers come back. We're going to have Lane come back on duty. Lane's been off all this time. Lane is the industrial baker, and that's why Abdullah is overworked. We'll have to get to Abdullah. Oh, yes. So for those of you who weren't here on Thursday, was that Thursday? Did it happen, Jelly Bean, on Twitch, or did it happen? I think it might have happened on Twitch, on the Twitch stream. Otherwise, I would say to you, you could go back and see it, because it was wild. Everyone was sick, and all the beds were filled with sick people, and it was really wild. And I think it's one of those things where we're having this festival, and so people who hadn't been around other people were around them, and I think that led to their being somebody spreading a cold. Okay, so Lane is here. Let's go to the farm makers and let's bring them back first. Let's bring all the auxiliary makers back first. So we're going to go down this hall here, the building of More Recovery Hospital. We have 3 hospitals, by the way, everyone, in 3 different sections of town. And so that is why, sorry about that, that is why we had a doctor available, because we have 3 hospitals. This is Kylie, and Kylie is new. She's a new mechanic, and that's why her levels are down here. I'm going to watch her, though. She's not growing as fast as she should be, and maybe she really does want to be a druid. This is the thing that I look at. She has a 12 in mana. She would have to maybe go back to university if she wants to be a druid, but her focus is up high enough that she could do that. But she is involved with Yale, and Yale and Kylie wanted to be together, and Yale works back here, so she took the mechanic's job back here. So she is the mechanic, and here she comes, and there she is. Hi, Kylie. Okay, and that looks like Yale right there. We're going into, why don't we get him back to work right here? He's the stone smelter, and he's right here. Both of them have they haven't had as much time to work, and this is actually a really good thing for them, because they're coming on before the other stone smelter and the other mechanics come on. And as a matter of fact, I might Yeah, we still need we we still need them to be there, so I think we're good. Let's get Franklin here. Now, Franklin changed jobs. He was actually a glass blower, and he changed to a blacksmith. He liked it better. And we'll find him. That's interesting. He didn't come up right away. There he is. Sure. And there's our other Daniela. It is 2 L's. That Daniela is 2 L's, and she's an ores smelter. I think that was Beatrix, believe it or not. So let's get Cadence back. Cadence will now be the only concrete mixer working right now. So we'll have Cadence be here. Avery is the new stone mason, and she should be right here. I believe that it's Avery. Avery is a brand new kid who just started. And so we're doing here. Yeah. He was really good. He definitely was. There was a line. There absolutely was. And it was good. And let's put Avery here. Now, we'll watch her and see how her skills grow. This is actually what she said she wanted to do. We'll see if she's changed her mind in regards to that. Let's go get Daniela and Jameson back to work. Daniela is the ores smelter, and we'll put her right here. And there she is, Daniela. And Daniela's doing fine considering that she is the second ores smelter. She's pretty happy with her job, and we'll bring her up. And let's go get Jameson. And Jameson is our second miner. And this is our second mine right here. And Jameson has been working this mine. And there he is. And you can see he's a young miner still, but he is growing in his skills really fast. So this is good. It's better I keep drinking tea, drink almost every doctor visit, than have question. Yeah. This I didn't, and I'm going to have tea for the time. I interrupted. I had tea this morning, but I needed to have the afternoon one also. All right, so that's Jameson right there. Everyone's back to work here except Mauricio. We do not have druids for reception right now, or do we have a druid in the back yet? We are going to have to increase our people in order to have enough druids and enough couriers. So there's Jamie. Jamie's back. Hello.
You are so wise.
Oh, really? Flattery will get you everywhere. Let's come through here. And we'll go to the others. What do you need?
If you say so.
Why? You're still asking about restaurants? I'm going to have to check and see. That is the weirdest thing that's going on here. I did have it straightened out so that they were happy with the menus for these restaurants, and that seems to have changed. That seems to have rotated, so we'll have to do something. Now we have come to the question, in political terms, would we like to propose conservative treatment of the colony? What is that? What's conservative treatment mean, Mr. Villager? I'm listening. What do you mean? So Paloma is working here. I think we're going to have, let me see how far away Blood is. Blood might be too far to work while she's raising her kid. Let's see where she ends up being. Yeah, she's too far away. She's 110 blocks. She would have to be living in a different location. So she's not going to be here. She's actually living in the children's housing, and she's still too far away. What's going on with you?
Is there a problem?
You too? And see, so I wonder what they want that we don't have. I'm going to have to find out what that is that we don't have that they want. Now, we're going to begin, and it is. We will trust solely in traditional methods of healing the infirm, mainly in villagers' treatments allowed by high-class clerics being the ones that mostly guarantee the patient's recovery. We don't have clerics. We actually don't have clerics here, Mr. Villager, but slowing down research is related to medicine. We don't have clerics. We have doctors here. And we won't be able to have what you're talking about because we're not using clerics to keep the people healthy. We are actually using doctors in this area. And as a matter of fact, Mildred, let me check. Mildred is here and she is back to work. You could rely on colonists' proposal. You mean ask the colonists what they want? The colonists have already chosen by the fact that we have doctors, and more than that, by the fact that there's research in the university for the doctors. This is Atticus, our ambassador to the Nether, and he is right here. We're going to have him return to work. He might be too far away. We have a thunderstorm. Hold on for a minute. He's raising a kid and he might be too far away. We might have to pause. I'm going to pause him for right now until the kid is grown. We would pause him anyway until the children move into the dormitories while they're living at home. Where's the nearest bed? Oh, I know where it is. Let's run. We're going to run back here. So Atticus and Mildred are raising Scarlet, and I need to, there we go. We're sleeping at night, but it is a thunderstorm, so we are going to wake up in the morning and we'll start all over again. As a matter of fact, I should check Mildred and see if she is too far away for that. And so no interference on their treatment. The doctors will treat the infirm as they see fit, more as they're trained to do. It's actually their training as doctors that is coming into play here. How far away is she? So Mildred can work, but Atticus is too far away? That's interesting. He's that much farther away and he can't work right now. And it's his niece that they're taking care of. Hi, Lillian. Do you want to go back to work? Lillian is our enchanter. Let's go up here and let's say hi to Squeegee. Squeegee! This is Lillian's pet, Squeegee. And he's very happy. These flowers are actually keeping him happy. We've had enchanters have pet skulks before, and they usually give them like a door or something that they can play with a lot. But Squeegee just likes the smell of these flowers, and that is keeping Squeegee very happy and on the shelf there. So we're going to come down. Yes, I hear you. And we're going to have Lillian come back to work. And I think Squeegee's even happier by the fact that Lillian now lives here. So we're going to, let's go up for a second. So Lillian moved into the Enchanter Tower with a Byzantine housing piece. So she lives right here. And so Squeegee is very happy about that. So yeah, and so is she. So is Lillian. She's very happy to be back to work too. And we will leave her. And yeah, that's Squeegee. Let's have Jessie come back to work because it will help. That's Jessie right there. And she works right here. She is the alchemist. And we'll have her be here. I'm looking at her and I'm not sure. It's interesting. She's not growing as fast in this job. She's actually a druid. You can see her focus is 26. Now it might be that maybe she thought she liked being alchemist, but she doesn't like it as much. We'll have to see. Her mana is up, but she's not really growing as an alchemist. So we'll see what happens with that. And Jelly they look adorable when they're on their own. When their big cousins are around, they're not so cute. Yes. I'm sure. We do know where Squeegee is from. And it's interesting that Squeegee is happy here. That's very interesting. It's not missing being in the dark and being home with the rest of their tribe. All right, so let's come here. We're going to get the explorers to come back to work. And do I want Fabian? Fabian just got off. Ariana's fine here. We'll get the kids to come back last also. But right here, we'll come in. Does Eli want to come back? Let me see if Eli wants to come back here. Do you want to come back, Eli? You are back. What am I looking at? Ah, you came back for Edison. That's right. You know something? What is going on, Paladin? What's going on with this chair? Why are they sitting there for this chair? This chair is, hold on, I'll show you why I'm asking that question. Let's come here. Let's come to here. Let's look at this. Let's come here and let's, this is a tag tool. So see, the chair is right here. So he's not sitting on the chair. I might have to take that chair piece away if it's not going to be used properly. Why don't we see for a minute if I can find this one chair piece. I don't think I'm going to be able to pick it out from the others. This is the problem, to see which chair it is. Oh, I know how to find it. Hold on. Tag removed. Thank you. Okay. So they can't sit there anymore. And let's see. So they're not going to sit. That was much easier than I thought. Had I never done that before? That's interesting. All right, let's go get the research, the researchers, the explorers back, and we will start with the submarine techs. So we're going to come down into the submarine, and here we are. And we are coming back here. Lee is one of the lead druids in the submarine text that we have down here. And I'm going to look for her. There she is. That is correct. And I might have to look from the previous, but I'm almost positive it's her. So we'll put Lee here. And there she goes. And then the 3 males that are here, are right here, let's look for the names. Nicholas is one of them. Let's look for the other 2. Dylan is one, and Fernando is the last one here. And there he is. Oh, thank you. Did you see I was making them knights by mistake? Yep. Fire, druid. I'm gonna have to get her too because I think I made her a knight. Sorry about that. Ready to watch another political chat? Yes. What are we going to chat about? Let's do Fernando as a druid. Let's do let's find Nicholas. Where's Nicholas? There's Dylan and Nicholas. Let's go back up to the top for a second to see if I missed him. I did not. There he is. Okay, so those are the 3 there. Let's do this. And let's come here to druids and let's hire Lee here. Oh, she was already hired. Okay, good. I did her correctly. I just didn't do them correctly. So they're coming. That's the submarine crew. And then we'll come here. And now we have Arabella and Michael and Leighton, who are supposed to be here as druids. And the first one is going to be Leighton. And let's find Arabella. Michael Haddock. Now, Michael is living 73 blocks from here, raising his kids. He's not going to come back right away. We're just going to have Arabella be here right now with Leighton, and those 2 are there. And then over here, the 3 druids who are here are Lionel, if I'm not mistaken. Skylar for sure, and someone else who I don't know right now. Where's Skylar's brother? Look at this. See the Odlingtons there? Elena is related to them. And nope, can't find him right now. We're going to let those 2 sets be there for right now. And we'll check on the 3rd one. Where is her brother? There's Skylar. What happened to him? Oh, that's where her brother is. On the other team. Okay, you. He's just sleeping. Should we see the frogs while we're here? Let me see. What do you think? Throw papers on the table. Exterior transportation procedures. All right. You're going to have to explain that. What you talking about? What you talking about, Mr. Villager? Let's come down here. Where are frogs? Where are the froggies? There's one. So there's one frog. Let's look and yay! Where are the others? Hold on. I hear another one really far away. So is it up here? Do you hear that sound? There isn't anywhere for them to be but in here. Uh-oh. It looks like we only have one. Are you saying yes to that you're the only one left? What happened to the others? Did they go upstairs and run away? Let me see if there's some frogs on these beds. We found a frog on the bed once. But no. You hear that faraway frog? Yeah. Look at this. Oh, this is excellent. The frogs escaped. Let me put this here. Let's get the frogs back. So there's one, and there's the other, and let's see how easily I'm going to be able to get them out of here. Uh-oh. That one got up. Is the chair making it that they can't get out? Let me bring this one this way. Let's see if I can do this. I don't have something to like put them in a box or to like pick them up. That's almost what I would need to be able to do, because see what happened? I'm only going to be, oh yeah, there we go. Okay, you jumped and that's good. So now let me get them to come this way. There we are. Come on, you. It's like, I could hear them. It's like, that is them far away somewhere. Come on, come on. Come back. Yeah, come on. Yeah, we're going this way. Come on. Come on. So, yeah, I know I can put a fence there, but I haven't really needed one. This is only the third time that they've escaped. And so, come on, come on, come on. We don't want them to go into the water, and luckily they want to go up. They don't want to actually go down, because if they did, I just need to come over here so that he'll come down the stairs. There we go. If they go out, they're going to freeze to death. So that's why we need them to come. Come on. Come on down. Come on. This is where you want to be anyway. And there we go. Okay, there's one. Let's get the other one. And which is sitting right here. And I'm going to come up here and hopefully they'll jump across. Oh, you slicker. You are a slicker. But you're coming this way. Right here like this. And let me come right over here so that they'll jump. I need that one to jump up on the wall. Ah, the chairs. The chairs are working against me. All right, let's come this way then. Let's bring it this way and see if I can get it right up here. Come on. I know, I need some kind of way. All right. So, see this chair? We're just going to get rid of it. Okay, and then we'll get rid of the other one if we have to, but I don't think we will. All right, come on. Yeah, I'll get rid of this chair and this chair for a second so I can bring them this way. Come on. Yes. They like those chairs. Come on, come on. Yeah, you're coming this way. Come on. There we go. I know! This is wild. But I have to get them to come back on their own. That was a nice jump. Look at them jumping over the rope. Come on, you. Yeah, I know. You know where you're going. Come on. It's not like they haven't done this before. That's one of the things. See? Come on. Come on. Come on. Yep. Hello, Marvin Builds. How are you? And here we go. So I'm going to jump up here so that this one will get close enough to the stairs. Come on. No, come on. Come on. There we go. Boinky. They're actually really fun to have. And they are not trained. So they, wait, turn around. Come on down. What you doing? Oh, I see, you jumped up there. Okay, I'm going to bring you here then. Boinky, and you are down. Pew, pew. Okay, and Marvin, let me see. Remember, Switzerland has a navy even though they are landlocked. They do. Give him some slime. Is that what they eat? And I could have them follow? I don't think I knew that. I don't think I actually knew that. That's pretty cool. That's actually interesting. You posted a screenshot of the frogs. Oh, that'll be fun. That will be fun. Okay, let's put the chairs back upstairs. We had to put them aside for a minute, so we'll put the chairs back on this part and we'll gather up all of these lead pieces that we have, and let's go to here for a minute, and I'm going to put that back, and the chair, there we go, and we're good to go. All right, so all the people are back here except one, and I'll figure out who it is at the end, who's missing. But right now, we don't have druids stationed in these locations right now. And Leonard is a baker. Leonard's one of the bakers. There's Lionel. Hi, Lionel. And so now the researchers are in their exploration suits, and they stay in them. They're doing work and stuff. You think we should have a glass door on it? I suppose we could. That didn't fix. How much time do we have? Shoot. I would need to be here, if I wanted to be here another half hour, I'd have to get out and get back in because I still have somebody who's glitched. You're talking about putting something here so they can't get out? We could. I don't care enough. I don't care enough. I mean, if it happens too much, then I will. If it happens that we have too many, then maybe I'll do that. Look at them. They're actually going down to the park to meet. They're meeting down there. Isn't that cute? They're actually meeting in the park. That's adorable. Those two people are actually meeting in the park. So yeah, if it happens again really quickly, like right now or something, then maybe I will. Now that they know how to get upstairs, are they going to keep trying to get upstairs? We'll see. I think they just want to be on the drip leaves, so we'll leave them. I've got one more set of people. We can have the school kids come back to school, and that will actually help. So let's get our students, our university students, to come back and work on their grades. And we are right here. Ariana is the school teacher, and when she doesn't have any kids, she is a professor and she lectures at the university. So actual terms up there, scroll down. Okay, hold on for a second. At the moment, no transportation measures defined. There are not clear rules or restrictions about how we execute the way we transport resources between cities and known villages. Ah, okay. I hear what you're saying. Yeah, and what do you propose? What are you proposing? Azrael is one of the kids. Let's find a couple of the other kids. Fabian can stay on vacation on holiday for right now. Oh, I am going to have the list. I'm going to have the list, Kenya, the list for the kids. Because the last set of kids. So Marcel is one of them. So I did miss one. So let's start at the top. We're looking for Samira, Marcel, Scarlett, Tristan, and Lane. So we have Azrael already. And we're looking for Marcel. There's Marcel. And then we're looking for Scarlett. Why don't we have Michael teach them while he is not doing anything? Scarlett, Tristan, there's Samira, there's Scarlett, and let's find Lane. There's Lane, and so we're just missing Tristan. So that is all 6 kids. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we'll have Michael be here. Michael's actually the dean of the university. Eli is assistant dean, and Michael's going to do some research with the kids. It is noon and nobody's gotten any food. Let's come down here for a minute. Are you out of food, or are you just having fun? What's going on here? Let me see. You do have food. You have a lot of squash soup. Let me take the soups out for a second and see how many. Look how many soups there are. So there are way more soups. A potato, we need 1, 2, and 3. a squash, 1, 2, and 3, and veggies. A veggie soup, 1, 2, and I don't have a full veggie. Let's come up here and see if we do have a veggie here, so that'll make the 3. We're gonna put these away right now. I don't feel like putting them somewhere. So let's put that there. And now we'll see if people start getting some foods that they want to eat. I think it has to do with the restaurant.
What can I do for you?
Hi, Ariana.
So what'll it be for you?
I don't know. What do you want? And so we'll leave them. So we could have Michael work at the university, but I think we'll leave him for right now at the thing. Posted, you posted a shot of the froggies? Hold on a second. I know, I'm over. Let's come here. Let's get out of that. There it is. And let's go to here. Let's see. You did? Oh, you posted. You did? What happened to them? Did you post them? Hold on. Aha. Hold on. I'll have to look at the other. I don't see them, Chili. Where'd you post them? Did you post them in Mermaid Tales? Because I don't see them. Hold on a sec. All right. So we have like half the people back to work. And oh, look at, there's Zarleos is skin in the game. That's our second visitor today, is Zarleos. And let's look for a second. Hello, Zarleos. Let me see if I can get a picture of you. Here I am. Wait. I'm going to turn around here and walk this way. Walk this way. I'm going to walk backwards until I get to him, and then I'm going to turn around and quickly take a picture before he turns to me. And this is Zarleos right here. And now let me look at Zarleos for a second, and we'll see what Zarleos is saying. I hire me to slaughter your enemies. And see. Marvin Build said hi, and I think I missed him. So the actual terms, remember, yeah, I saw that about Switzerland.
I've got a nice
with
view from
donkeys, yes, I saw that. And you think, yeah, okay, actual terms are up there. I didn't see them. Just a second. Let me see. Hold on for a second. Let me make this go away. Zarleos, thank you for that information. Let me put this here so people can see things going on for a minute. I do still have that blinker. I do, so they didn't go away. What do you think? Throw papers on the table. Exterior transportation procedures. At the moment, no transportation procedures. There are not clear rules. I saw that part. And then you said what? Apex couriers. We will train, assign, and rely solely on our most resilient couriers and methods to transport items through the lands. Reduces transport time. Okay, you're going to have like an express, like FedEx or something. Yes. Citizens, automated docks. We will organize automated machines to produce scouting equipment and use them as transport by the engineers and druids. Increases capacity of items transport per travel. Okay, that's very interesting. And on sea space. Okay, good. On sea space. Hold on for a second. And let's look at sea space right here. Seascape right here. Ah, there they are, sitting in the chairs. Oh, that's so cute, Jelly. That's adorable. Thank you. That is adorable. I love that. And yes, so let's come here, Jelly Sheep, and let's come to here for a minute. 2 shining guests. We did indeed. That sounds perfect for the land. I'm fine with that as a land for your villages and your villagers to set up for the land. Mr. Villager, I'm fine with that arrangement. The arrangement we have here is oh my gosh, look at this. This is a 3rd visitor. What in the world? Oh, because it's the holiday. It's got to be the holiday that's causing this. This is actually the 3rd visitor. Now, can I get him to wait? I'm going to try and get a picture for Jelly. We're getting a selfie for Jelly. And all I need to do quickly, before he changes direction is come back here. Make that go away. Woo! I might have gotten the picture in time. And sometimes they don't like their picture being taken, but that is another one. We've had 3 skin in the game, in one stream. That is rare. And what is he saying? He's saying this is Trazine Infinitas. I am the guardian of knowledge and history at Solemnis. Solemnis? Yes, Solemnis. I'm now out in the world to search for more knowledge. If you could let me stay with you to learn more of your culture, I would be deeply grateful. I'm willing to join for 8 pistons. 8 pistons is expensive. You are welcome to be here as long as you like, but this is a sanctuary and you are not a druid. So we are not going to invite him to be here, but he can visit as many times as he would like. And that is how we usually treat our visitors anyway. We don't hire skin in the game visitors. I want them to visit. I love when they visit. So that's why we don't hire them. I think we have one other set of farmers that we have to do. So what do we have? What do you mean? What do we have? What do we have? No, I agree. Automated docks are fine. This dock that is being built onto the hotel is an automated dock. The one that's out here, that's going to be for the tourist submarines. This one right here. This is an automated dock, and when the submarines come in, they dock here, and then when it's time for them to go, they leave. And so it kind of acts like a train, which is why it looks like this, where they have an engine on both ends, and they pull in and then they pull out after they drop people off. And so this is an automated dock. So we're fine with doing that, and we're fine with meeting you on that. Let's go here. We're going to get our other farmers back to work. We have 2 fishers. My siren site. Hold on a minute. I was in the water and I was a mermaid. Okay, my siren site is off, and let's come here. And we'll do this. Was a nice stream. I'm glad you liked it. I know I'm staying an extra half hour, so I have about 10 minutes left, 10 or 15 minutes left to the stream. And Zaf, I understand it's very late where you are, so if it's time for you to go, no worries. I appreciate your giving me the book and stuff. So glad you made your decision. Oh, good. Excellent. Yes. No, absolutely. Let's have Onyx come back to work here. Onyx is the lead fisher, and he's here. Actually, Avery is working in Onyx's old shop. Onyx got restless. He didn't like working there, and we figured out that maybe he was in love with the builder and the builder wasn't in love with him, and so he wanted to get to a different place, and this worked out. This is Thomas, and Thomas is a young he's one of the newest fishers, and he's here. I'm reading in chat. I just reminded you. Oh, I'm reading what Mr. Villager is saying. Oh gosh, I just was reminded of the thing you won't believe, but you accidentally watching Star Trek without knowing on YouTube Shorts, and you checked its details. You're getting a chance to see Star Trek, a little bit of Star Trek. Cool. Well, that's really nice. So we have the 2 fishers, and let's go get the tree farmers. So we have 2 tree farmers. And when we have Samhain, so when we have Halloween and we do this again, we will only have, we won't have everyone be off at the same time. We will have half of the farmers be off and the other half working. We do it for 3 days, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. And so on Thursday, we let the first go, and then on Friday, we start the next set, and everyone gets a chance to be off. This is Isaac right here, and Isaac is back to work, and then Miranda is right here, and Miranda's name should come up very easily, and there she is. So Miranda's here. You think it might be the newer series. You don't know, but when you check, it's pretty much the vibe. Oh, okay. Yeah. So tell me who the captain is, and I'll tell you how old or new it is. Who's the captain of the Enterprise in the Star Treks that you're watching? There's someone coming for breakfast. Mauricio is right here, and he is getting food for the people who are coming for breakfast. It's 7:30 in the morning, and they are just getting their breakfasts right now. This is Mauricio's restaurant right here. And we can see people sitting and enjoying. We still have a lot of people off. So we have a lot of makers who are still off. And so they're here and they're eating and talking to Mauricio, but everyone seems satisfied right now in this area. And we can let it go. We're going to give Yale a chance to have some time where he's working. So Spencer, who's here, and Nancy are not going to come back to work right now. They're actually not. We're going to give Candace some time as a concrete mixer. So Juan is not going to come back yet to here. This is Juan's shop. And the other shop belongs to what is her name? I'm gonna have to look for her name for a second. You think it might be not everything you can remember? Oh, the Orville. Oh, you're watching the Orville. Oh my gosh, that's a wonderful series. That is a wonderful series. And yes, it is very much it's an homage. It's actually an homage to Star Trek, and it's a really amazing one. And I love it. I love that, the Orville. It's great. They were supposed to have another season. They probably didn't get to it because of COVID. So we'll see. Let me look. Kendra. Kendra is actually the concrete mixer who took over for Raquel, who became owner of the restaurant. And now I'd like to give the couriers just a little tiny bit more time off. So we'll check on that. But I think that's everyone. We only have 4 couriers who aren't working. And right now we have 5 of them on, so 5 of them are off. So we have 5 couriers on, 5 couriers off right now. And then we'll bring the other 5 back. And at least you like it too. The Minecolonies culture is quite interesting, if you're not mistaken. That's their name. Yeah, it's a very curious story, and I actually really like it. They did a good job of giving the feel of Star Trek and making it modern, making it funny. It's supposed to be funnier than the original, and so, but we absolutely enjoyed it. And thank you for reminding me about it, Mr. Villager, because I think I can get Vincentius Primus, who's asleep, Vincentius Primus to actually look for I think we have them all, and look for them, and we can re-watch them. That would kind of be fun to do. So I think I want to be able to do that. So we have a set of people who are still on holiday, and that's why you see people dressed up. And then we are going to have
good to see you.
We have the stores open. Hi, Emmy. I know you want to go back to work. What do you do? What were you doing, Emmy? What was Emmy doing?
Dum 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 dum.
Oh.
Emmy, what were you doing? Hold on. Let me see what Emmy was doing for a minute. She wants to go back to work. I might just let her. Is she one of the ones that we rescued, or is she one of the kids? We'll look and see if we can find her name for a minute. We know a lot of the people, but some of the newer people, sometimes I don't have, and I don't. Wow, we're not going to find her. Interesting.
I hope it stops raining soon.
Here, she should be here, but she's not. She's not here. Now that's interesting. I can remember her name. Well, we'll have to figure out where she is and what she's doing. And I just remembered one of the others. Hold on. Let me come in here. You feel bad for, you're talking about one of the stories. And I haven't seen it in a while. I recognize the names, but I don't know them well enough to know exactly what you're talking about. But now that you brought it up, that makes me want to see it and see and get caught up on that again. So that is fun. Yes, the Orville. I loved it. I definitely did. Wait a second. Hello, you. Did you go on break yet? Evelyn? You did not. We're going to have Evelyn close down the shop for a minute. We could have Zora come. Actually, let's have Zora come back here. Nope. Let's have Zora come here. Now that's going to be a little difficult, but Zora can stay in the hotel while she is taking care of this place. You see, she lives too far away. So we're going to have Zora come here, and then we're going to have her live in the hotel, and she can help Evelyn have some time off, because Evelyn did not get any time off.
I actually really enjoy rain.
Really, Zaria? That's wonderful to hear. So this is the hotel, and Zaria is here, and let's have Zora live here. Sari is homeless all this time? Let's have Sari live here. That means no one's gotten any sleep. Wow. Okay, how many is here? 4 of 5. We have to have one more person at least, because someone's going to take over for our bookstore, our bookseller, unless she's going to close shop. We could have her close shop right now and have them go to the library for books, and I think we'll do that. So we'll have Everly go on a break, and then they'll close shop. Where are we? We have a minute. And let's find the other store, which is the clothing store, which is right in here. And I believe that's the clothing store owner who just went upstairs. Right here, let's look and see Michaela. We should have someone here to run Michaela's shop. But all the store owners have been here. We're going to start by closing this store for right now. Store is going to be closed just for a little while as a part of the after the holiday time, and we'll do that. It was good to discover the series name. Excellent. Excellent. You aimed, what's this? You aimed Frostpunk 2 and almost accidentally shot the Orville. Ah, I see. Okay. All right. It was good. And excellent. Yeah. Yeah, it was fun. It was, it's definitely a fun show. Jelly Bean, thank you for being in chat. Let's thank all the Larrys for being in chat. Let's thank James. I saw Marvin the Builder. Was that who it was? I think the name is Marvin. Thanks for being in chat. Mr. Villager, obrigado, Mr. Villager. And if Zaf is still here, I don't know for sure. I think he might have left. Afkaristo, Zaf, Afkaristo, thank you for being here. And enjoy your games, everybody. We just had a little tiny bit more time added on to the stream. We'll be back Tuesday, and then next Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. So we've been listening actually to music by called Adrift by Excitable Me. It is a project of Vincentius Primus, and we've been listening to the music. It'll be interesting. He wants to do something with the music, and we'll see how it changes. Also, we are now going to listen to another one of Vincentius Primus's pieces that he wrote, and this is only the last half of this piece that we're using for the end. And he is fast asleep, but I will tell him that you are sending that to him. And everybody, enjoy your games. Enjoy watching all the other gamers. And here we go. Bye for now, everyone. Bye for now.